Maria, 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 where did you go? Be careful what you're offering. Your breath lacks of conviction. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Chavez update video. This is just for those people that are struggling with addiction or have struggled with addiction. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I do love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Make Dashi your Lord and Savior. Little background on me is after I got out of the military and before I started my first business, but also during the first business as well, I did not have a good time transitioning. I was straight up not having a good time. I was missing my friends. I was missing the work I was doing just because before the military, yeah, I got lucky. I was working in veterinary medicine where I felt at the end of the day I could hold my head up high and say like, hey, helping animals. I'm doing something, worthwhile. And then when I got in the military, it was the same thing. It's like, okay, well, you didn't really notice it really until you deployed or until you know people that have deployed and you go and yeah. Is where it's like, oh, all right, well, what I do actually matters, like, a lot. And then I was going to go to school to be an X-ray technician, and I was I was very stressed in the military, so I wound up drinking a lot. And then that just continued after, when I came back from deployment, that towards the end of 2016, wasn't drinking every day, but yeah, it was a lot. I was just done. I was checked out. I was like, oh, all right, because I was in a dry country. I was in Kuwait for 7 months, so no alcohol. But then I was just partying a lot, and even when I wasn't partying, I was just. It started off small. Started off with just like, oh, let me, take a sip of, grab a bottle of vodka and watch some Supernatural and just, just sip. I don't like drink to get absolutely ridiculous drunk. I just drank to just. Take the edge off, relax a little bit, get really engrossed into the story. And it evolved into, all right, well, getting drunk while reading a book sounds great. Drunk while getting lost in a video game. Like, it was all harmless fun, but then it got to the point to where, like, anything that stressed me out, all right, I need a drink. And this was still while I was in the military. Obviously not drinking at work, not drinking while on the job or even before that. And this was also towards the end. Even when I was on terminal leave, I had like 2 months of terminal leave saved, so... I made the excuse of, all right, well, I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to go and drink with everyone there. And it's fun. It is. There's a lot of good that can be said about drinking in moderation. It's loose, makes you have a good time. And there's something to be said about drinking beers, singing songs with your buddies. But it's very hard to see, like, oh, this is fun versus, like, oh, this might be a problem. And I noticed that it was a problem. It was very manageable. It was very functioning alcoholic through school. When I got out in 2016, I started school beginning of 2017, and then because I didn't have a job because I was just going to school, I was like, all right, I'm drinking too much. Let me go work. My friend Dean was nice enough to give me a job, and then so I can kind of control it a little bit, or so I thought. And then I go to work at this high risk lending company, which is basically a bank. And then I was like, okay, let me go and try to keep myself busy and start my own company underneath our umbrella. If I have a goal in mind, I can do it. I'll make sure I don't drink. But what happened was I started making money. And then it got worse because I started buying all different types of alcohol, more expensive alcohol. Oh, this tastes great. This tastes good. And just, that more money was not the answer. When I say addiction does not... what do you call it? It does not care how rich you are, how poor you are, what class you are, what color skin you are. Addiction can overtake anyone. And it was not a good time. Because again, I was missing my friends in the military. I was missing everyone. And now just, not only did I have to deal with school, but after school, again, I started my own business. And there were people that just... first real job after the military, and I was in an office with a bunch of people that were never in the military. It's like, Oh man, this is a big adjustment. When you go into college, okay, yeah, you're working with kids. They haven't gone in, 18, 19 years old. But these are like grown men. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, this is not what I'm used to at all. Um, Now through that at Shining Light, I had my partner Dan, this guy Lou. There's a bunch of people in there. Were really great and taking me under the wing, and I was learning a lot. But and I noticed that okay, well, if I put in money into these high risk lending deals, my own money, then I don't have enough money to go in and drink. I don't have enough money to go in and go, get blasted on a weekend where I drink and do some other stuff. I don't. Um, and then I noticed, okay, well, as long as I'm working, like as much as I can, trying to go to the gym, and I keep my bank account very, very low, then I'm good. As soon as I have a little bit of money, as soon as I have a couple grand in there, oh, it is on. And even to this day, I try to keep my bank account exceedingly low. You'd see on the thumbnail, it's like $218, I think, something like that. And for the most part now, that's very under control. I haven't had a drink in a couple weeks. And now it's kind of more of a party thing. Again, it's under control. But yeah, there were times where I literally in 2018 I had like liver failure because a buddy of mine, he retired and just had drank my face off, and like I survived, but like the damage was done. And then like a few weeks later, I thought I had like I don't know what I thought I had. I thought I had like mono or something. I was like, what the heck is going on? And then yeah, just brown urine. Yeah, liver was just complete like failure. And thankfully, through the work of the Lord or Dashi, whatever, after my bilirubin was literally at heights never before seen by man, comes back down, everything's good, and I don't know what it was. So since then, I haven't been able to really drink that much, but I still do. I was told to go on like milk thistle, and I was supposed to just cut out alcohol in general. I couldn't. I still can't. Again, the addiction never goes away. It doesn't. You do get better at managing it and saying, okay, well, um, if I can't take a drink for the rest of my life, that's an impossible mountain to climb. I would not do that. But if I say, okay, well, let's not drink right now. Let's not drink today or for okay, I could do that. If I can live my life, day by day, week by week, I'm talking like days at a time, and planning things in advance so that because if I have free time, idle hands, the devil's plaything. If I go and I have idle hands, then it's like, oh, I have a case of White Claw up there. I have Tequila. Tequila bottle is literally holding this up, or the package it came in. Um, but again, like right now, I keep my bank account very low. I go and I have, and how I do that is just by investing in other things. Like Tesla, Earth Two, the Omi coin, Bitcoin, VV collectibles, Pokemon cards. So I do that, and as long as I have something to strive for, and sometimes inspiration. Like I said, I just watched like the documentary of the 99ers. It's about this women's soccer team from 1999 winning the World Cup. And I was like, all right, yeah, if they're some are older, some are younger than me, they're all in better shape than me. Okay, let's go. I just came back from the gym, and now I'm more along the lines of okay, yeah, no drinking, cut out the BS, eat some good food, get in shape. If I have a goal and if I'm working and if I fill my space, my days, like I literally made this is like my fifth or sixth video on YouTube I've made today. If I continue to do things and try to learn, then it's manageable. But again, that's just for me. If you find something that you love to do and drinking is gonna like poison that, then it'll make you drink less. Again, just in my opinion and just my experience, obviously go towards like a doctor or go to a therapist. But if you're just like people like me that's like, nah, heck those people, they don't know what it's about. Because maybe a lot of them don't. Maybe a lot of them have never been alcoholics or addicted to anything. Um, yeah, that's something that if you just want to like talk to me, by all means, comment down below, shoot me a message, whatever. Yeah, we'll talk. And I get it. It's rough. It's hard. But find something that is worth living for, and treat yourself like somebody that you love. Like if you were tasked with taking care of someone you love, like let's say a dog. I know tons of people that would die for their dogs, but themselves like meh. Like they would literally like sacrifice half their body so their dog wouldn't have to feel like an ounce of sadness. Okay, well how do you treat your dog? You give him really good food. You take him on walks or her on walks. Anything that's wrong with your dog, okay, go to the vet. Hey, what's wrong with my dog? There's something going on. Let's figure it out because we can't have this dog in pain. That's my life. Um, then, yeah, you treat your dog like someone that you love. Treat yourself like you would treat your dog. Treat yourself like because most of you, I think, are pretty worthy of love and want to live a long time. And if you die, then okay, well, your parents had you for nothing, and everyone that you're just doing a disservice to people around you. And I'm not taking away from people that do the ultimate sacrifice, and they go and they off themselves. Maybe it was too painful, okay, but yeah, if you figure out something worth living for, worth fighting for, like, by all means, go do it, whatever it is. Whether it's like, hey, I want the biggest Pokemon card collection, like I had. I want the original base set. All right, well, live and work and make money and just set goals. Set long-term goals, set medium goals, set short-term goals, and maybe it's like, okay, well, maybe you're not into Pokemon cards. Maybe you just want to go on vacation. Okay, well, if you have one job, get another one, and maybe another one if need be. Work like 60 hours a week, nothing. I was working like 80 hours a week for months, save up enough money, go to Harry Potter World and get a Lucius Malfoy cane. Go and literally go and put a short-term goal. Again, life is short, and yeah, I don't think it's worth it just to get buzzed or drugged up all day. You gotta have other stuff in there too. Anyway, guys, I hope this helped. Again, a lot of it going out to my veteran community, just anyone that had an addiction, but it does hit veterans relatively hard. I just realized my salami has been out for a long time, and this is probably not good anymore. But I'm gonna eat it anyway because Mama ain't raised no girl. All right, I love you all. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye bye to Dashi. Bye bye, Dashi. I love you. Meow meow meow.